G'day viewers, I bought me an emergency jump starter kit here. It's been sitting for about a month in my container since we moved and it's never touched it. I just tested it and it's holding 540 volt cranking amps, 12.8 volts. Those solder capacitors hold their charge quite well under no load for a long time. Decided to grab this Woodplane, might do another Woodplane abuse with it or something. The blades are completely dulled down, that's why this was thrown out, left out in the weather, in the dirt. The blades going here, you can see they're completely dulled down. It's not worth buying new blades, cheap to buy a whole new plane. They've crapped them and cheaped them out over the years. So I've got to turn it again, fix the motor up, put some silicone spray in the bearings. Be a good repair project, this one. And they've got nothing to do. Or I might EOL it. We'll see what happens. Yeah, they clean up a bit. Now I looked at my stash and haven't got any bloody bearings for this motor. I'm waiting for Colour Machine Man to send me the dimensions so I can fix this motor up. So that project's on hold till I can get the bearing for that one. Yeah, it's good old Japanese made Makita, that too. And Makita used to make their stuff in Japan. Well, they still do, but this is the only thing Makita still makes in Japan, is these power tools. I looked at their electric jackhammers at Bunnings. The Makita electric demolition hammer, it's made in Japan as well. And the DeWalt one's made in the Czech Republic, and all the other brands are made in China. So if you look hard enough, you can find a non-Chinese made power tool. You really got to open your eyes and pay attention to all the labels on the side of the tools to find something that's made in somewhere else other than China. I bought my Kyoritsu here, my current meter. I'll use that to check my BAZ loads. Bought my voltage sniffer. I've got the demand amp meter. The Woodplane funky demand ammeter that Rain Beerbox Deluxe was inquiring about. Not the round one, but the same rating and everything, but a later model. This is the same as that round one that he's seen in that video, but a later model in this square package. He was saying there's if you want to know if they would current transformer out or not, well they ain't. There's a direct wire, and the red needle, what happens is the red needle moves freely. This works over time. You put a load on this, it won't register straight away like a normal amp meter. What happens is there's a little coil in there, and that slowly gets warm over time, and this needle starts to move. If it stays at a steady amount of amps, say if something's putting 5 amps for some period of time, that needle will slowly get warm and move, and push that black needle, and that black needle will stay put. When the power is turned off and the coil cools down, and this needle goes back to 0, and this one here stays put. In other words, it records demand, the maximum current that circuit pulled over time. That's why it's a demand ammeter. Made in Australia, 8 amps, Woodplane Frankie, energy control, so it's a later model. We checked in 1987. Bit dirty this one. 2 wires, you got your wires look like a normal amp meter, so you have the output on my BAZ going in there, active through here, through to my load. Then I can run something on it. Say if I ran a load on it pulling 2 amps, my computer or something, I'll come back at the end of the day, after the computer's been on all day, and we'll see what it peaked at. This must have been used on a small load, it's only on 2.8 amps, around about there, 2.5. Bit dusty. Very dusty actually, so I might, if I've got room on my BAZ board, I want to use the older one now, the older shape, like this one on my board. But if I run my heater on this thing, this will max out past the, go to about here, so I might damage it. I can't run a heater on that, it's 10 amps, this is only 8 amps. So that's another project. I want to check this chart, so I might see if it's actually from here to center point to here is 56 volts and here is negative 56 volts. So if I leave that like that, tied it together, if there's 112 volts or not. We'll see, I want to test it. Alright, do it the old school way with that tripod. Listen to this. Here we go, got it to hum on inrush. 30 volts, eh? 30 volts. 30 volts. Oh, got some current. Can't short that together to get, so it could be 60 volts in this one if I short those together. 30 volts. Get a good connection on this thing. Okay, 0 to 56 volts, 2 amps. Okay, it's a 30 volt transformer. Ooh. Yeah, don't hold 30 volts on your finger. And yeah, bare fingers on both, close the circuit, shock yourself. For 30 volts, quite a little bit of a tingle. 30 volts. Okay, so I can't terminate nothing together to get double the voltage. So if I unsolder this middle tap to unplug this safety first, for 30 volts it's quite a nice bit of tingle on the end of my finger. So if I were to unsolder that, I would have 15 volts here and there, positive and negative 15 volts. Quite a useful voltage for a power supply actually. I was hoping it was going to be these two together, and that between there would be 112 volts, but no. Different wiring arrangement in the winding. Yeah, I also want to check this capacitor here. I watched one of BigClive.com's videos. Here's a good explanation of how these actually work or what goes wrong with them. If this capacitor is actually degraded, it can cause the improper driving of the power supply. It will either work or sometimes not work, or won't put out the right voltage. It's got this little safety capacitor here between the windings for RF suppression. Yeah, it's had water in it at some point, this thing. Repurposed raw water, you gotta love it. 2009, 45th week. Anyway, that'll be a good pop victim. Anyway, thanks for watching.